So a very warm welcome to all of you who have come here for day one or day two. Thank you so much. This has been really great. We are doing this workshop after 2 weeks and we were missing this energy. Lovely people came. Yesterday, so many of you filled us with beautiful, filled our Padlet of the house and we absolutely loved it. Now let's see today what we can do. Even if some of you have just joined in yesterday, you did not and you do not know who we are, please go back and watch the recording. I'm not going to talk about myself today because today is all about you. And when we talk about
मी आजकाल काही नाही, आज जसं आता एक आर्ट वर्कशॉप सुरू होतोय, असं काहीतरी करत असतो.
Now I've muted anyone. You have not no idea of the things that I've heard in these European people have forgotten. So today is all about you, and we were going through the journaling workshop in the morning. And do you know what is the biggest challenge that people face? People are not able to believe that they can. They always feel this lack of confidence, lack of things, and that is what I am here to fix today. Whenever you look at a drawing, whenever you feel your drawing and you think it's not good enough, this is what I want you to do. So now I want all of you to close your eyes and follow my voice. Please, please do not fall asleep during this process. I know it's after lunch. We are going to do something very small and short called gratitude practice. Even if you're watching this recording, don't skip it. Just do it with me. Trust me. Now close your eyes. Take a deep breath. We are going to conjure feelings of gratitude inside us. What is gratitude? Gratitude is nothing but just the feeling of thankfulness towards somebody. If somebody gave you a gift and you did not thank them, would they give you back? Would they give you another gift? No. And that is the same principle here. You have to thank your universe. You have to thank this world for giving you these wonderful things. So let's start with our own body. Let's start with our own self and send a silent thank you to the universe. Thank you, universe. Thank you for giving me the ability to live. Thank you, body, for giving me the ability to walk, dance, sing, anything. I thank you, body, from every bit of my body. Every bit of my body thanks you. Okay. Now gently start visualizing. You are all going to be artists and today you are going to be drawing human figures. I want you to keep your eyes closed and imagine in your mind as if there's an invisible, as if there's an invincible light, a beautiful light coming out from you. It's a glow that anybody can see. Everybody can see these lines of hope, these lines of rays of shining sunshine out of beaming completely out of you. This is the goodness and the good energy inside you. Now let's try to harness it in a better way. Imagine as if this light is on your feet. Thank your feet for carrying you across the day, for taking your load, for bringing you to places you want to go to. Slightly go up to your thighs. Thank your legs. Go up to your stomach. Thank your stomach for keeping and giving you nutrition and for keeping everything inside it. Little up, come to your chest. Thank your chest for protecting your heart, for making sure your lungs are safe, for making sure your body is safe. Imagine as if a light is completely inside your chest, like a beautiful shield. Now come up, thank your neck for giving you the ability to look around you. Thank your mouth for giving you words to talk about. Feel as if your entire mouth is a house of positivity. Promise yourself, I will only say positive things. I will not use my mouth to do negative self-talk about me or my drawing. Thank your nose for letting you breathe every single fragrance in the world. Now you come to your eyes. Your eyes are so important to you. They let you see the world in a non-judgmental way. Everything you see It's because of these pair of beautiful eyes. They give your world a meaning. They give your world a story. And now come to your hands. Start with your upper arms. Thank them. Now slowly go to your elbows and thank them. Come a little forward and go towards your palms, all your 10 fingers. Send it a silent thank you. Thank you, hands, for helping me draw. Thank you, hands, for letting me sketch, for letting me design and draw things I would never have done. Yesterday, I was able to draw after such a long time. It was because of your hands. Now, I want all of you to visualize this with me. If you're creative people, you'll be able to do as if black ink is coming out of your fingers. Imagine just like Spider-Man, black ink is shooting out of your fingers. Now imagine that the notebook in front of you, this ink is falling on that notebook. Every page that the ink touches turns into something you have always wanted to draw. It could be a landscape. It could be a portrait of someone you love. It could be the face, or it could be a Harry Potter character, anything. All of it is possible because you have magic inside you. The magic is all inside you. All you need to do is take it out of you. So send a final thank you to your hands to help you come this way. Now I want you to send a silent thank you to all of your entire body. Thank it. Give it a personal message. Whatever you wanted to say, thank you for it. Give it a thank you. All right. Now rub your palms. I want you to give your palms a strong rubbing, a good rubbing. Rub, rub, rub. Generate as much friction you can. You are opening your joints. And now slowly put it over your eyes. And let the warmth soak in. Open your eyes inside your hands and let your eyes soak up the warmth. Now close your eyes again and keep your palms in front of you like an open book. Now with blinking and slowly opening your eyes, look at your hands. Look at them as if you're looking at them for the first time. These beautiful hands, all the things that these hands have done for you. Observe each line on it, everything. Aren't we lucky that we have a set of hands and we can draw with it? Thank you so much, hands. And thank you so much for joining me in this practice today and joining me in this special class today. There are going to be time in your next life and in this life when you're going to draw next, when you will feel like creativity nahi aa rahi, ye nahi ho raha, wo nahi ho raha. I want you to remember then that the magic is inside you. Everything that we create in this class, everything that we draw has come from you. It has not come from me or Niranjan. We are simply instructors. You are the ones who are bringing this magic. Now, like yesterday's rules, hydration is very important. Grab a sip of water, and we are ready to go. So today, we are going to draw something very interesting, that is human beings. So every weekend, if you come to this workshop, you will see that we approach a newer type of thing. Some week we do human beings, some week we do landscapes. Last week we did Hyderabad building. Today we are going to do human beings. Human beings are a very complex thing to draw, especially if you have never drawn before. How many of you have drawn a human being before? Comment in I if you have tried to make a human being before. Lovely. I'm sure a lot of you must have tried. Bachpan mein we used to do cartoons if nothing. But today we are going to teach you humans in a very different way. So get on your pencils, get all your sharpeners ready, get all your pens ready, because now comes the theory part. Without this theory, you will not be able to draw. I want you to take as many notes as you can. And we will be explaining this for as many times as we have to. But trust me, at the end of this class, you will not have a Thor drawing with you. You will have the drawing of anything you want to draw. You will be able to draw any superhuman being. Somebody asked me, I want to make a spiritual drawing. I want to do that. All of it will be possible. So today is about making a simple template that can help you draw any human being. So just give me 1 minute. I'm trying to find that picture of no. The drawing part, Niranjan will only teach you. I am only here to give you the oral lesson. I'll be giving half of it now and half of it in the middle. So today, today we are observing. Today we are going to draw something which everybody loves, Thor. How many people here haven't seen Thor? Say no. It's okay. If you have never seen Thor, it's fine. Thor is a Norse god. Oh, I'm surprised, Monisha. I thought you would have seen Thor for sure. Oh, never mind. After this class, you all have to see. There are 4 movies out and you can watch them. So observe this, that this person is slightly bent towards the left. Okay. Now, one thing I'll tell you, be it Thor, be it me, be it Niranjan, be it you would not believe it. All of us follow the same shape and proportion. It's very difficult for us to believe that somebody as great as Hrithik Roshan and somebody like me could be on the same template, but that's what we are going to prove to you. So let's start with some basics so that you are not confused in the middle. Do it. So anybody recognizes this man? Please do not say Niranjan. Who is this man? Sorry? The world's most famous artist, I can say. Who is this? All right, you people need to take more lessons with me.
Leonardo da Vinci.
It is Leonardo da Vinci, the world's most famous artist, the artist behind Mona Lisa. So he designed something called the Vitruvian Man. The Vitruvian Man actually came from a mathematical question, how to fix a square in a circle. Please do not annotate on my screen. If this was a real class, would you go and write on the teacher's blackboard? The same rule goes here.
The teacher will throw you.
Yes, I will also have to throw you out if you do this. Do not annotate on this. Okay. And whoever has done it, please delete it. I know who it is. I'm not taking your name in. Please delete this. So this is how it began. The golden ratio is essentially comes from something called the Fibonacci sequence. Again, I know art and maths have no meeting, so we are not going to talk about that part, but I will show you something. So everything beautiful in the galaxy, everything perfect in the galaxy, for example, the horns of a goat or the shell or a pine cone, they follow a ratio. They are not random. We can tell you with 100% probability that where will the next flower bloom on a tree. All that comes from a magical ratio called the golden ratio. The golden ratio says that every part of your body follows a certain ratio. Here it is shown 1.1 ratio, 1.618, but Niranjan will be simplifying these ratios for you. Don't confuse with the numbers. I am just giving you proof that all humans are same. And we will be drawing this human figure today, all with its complete proportions. We'll be learning how this neck will be related to the leg, how it is. I'm very sure while you people draw, some of them, the leg comes shorter. It looks something is missing. We'll be able to tell you what is missing today. Even your DNA follows the same principle as this golden proportion. So be it in famous paintings, Mona Lisa, Amber Heard also has a perfect face according to the Fibonacci sequence. The perfect things like the pyramid, Eiffel Tower, all follow this. People did not believe this, and they also took a ratio of the famous superstars, and they found out that this too was true for them. So if you see somebody beautiful, if you see something perfect, it is because it follows a math ratio. You can take this survey for a couple of your friends and you will still end up with the same principle. There is the same principle used in Twitter's logo, Pepsi's logo, Apple's logo. We have drawn this so many times. This drawing is called the Vitruvian Man, and we have drawn it on coffee paper. You can draw it as well. Just take a paper, put it in coffee, take it out, it will become brown and you can draw. So the Vitruvian Man is this, which has been drawn in many ways by many people. These are some of the people. You can see Thor here. It's an old version now. He's much bulkier. They follow the golden proportion. These are the people whose entire body is exactly perfectly as the Greek gods would see. So today we are doing an almost impossible challenge of drawing a superhero, not any other human being but Thor, a Superman. Can we do it? Yes, we can. Type in ABCD so that I can call up Niranjan and he can join in. ABCD. Kal ke baad to yaar, all of you must be feeling positive. All of you can draw. है ना? Yes. And stay tuned. I have prizes to give away. The one of the winner yesterday. I have extended the challenge. Don't worry. We'll pick one more winner. We'll pick 2 winners this time. So okay, over to you, Niranjan. They are now convinced that the golden ratio exists and all humans are same.
Are we going to draw the Lady Thor or the guy Thor?
That I haven't asked, but I'm assuming that everybody wants to draw Thor. Let's take a poll still. We are a full democracy. We don't assume anything. Let me share the poll as well.
Sure.
आज कितने ने zen lines practice किया सुबह? How many people have practiced zen lines in the morning today? Be very honest. I will be able to see through your drawing. Don't worry whether you have practiced or not. Very good. Now don't stop. These zen lines, just do them 5 minutes every day and you will see the difference. So there you go.
There you go. So if you are in favor of drawing Thor, comment in A. If you are in favor of drawing Lady Thor, comment in B.
And please note that Lady Thor has a beautiful structure than Thor 1.
B. Let's see.
I want to draw the goat from the movie Thor.
I think both are going same. We haven't drawn a lot of women in the classes. I mean, we've drawn a lot of superheroes.
I am so happy,
Yes.
guys. So many bees
So many
are coming
bees.
in.
So many bees are coming in.
Wow. This is a feminist class. I knew batch 42 would draw.
Let's see, waiting for the all results to come. Super. A, B, A/B. Someone is like A/B. Come on, man. That's not fair. You have to pick one. What do you mean by pick one? Of course, I know you want to draw everything, and we'll also tell you how you can make more drawings, how you can draw anything and everything. We'll tell you. Okay. Okay. Awesome. So I think the results are out, and yes, guys, we are going to be drawing option B. So we're going to be drawing option B, the Lady Thor. Okay, I want to make sure that you're all audible, that I'm audible. Yes. Please comment in yes if you can hear me, if I'm audible. Okay. Okay, so now you can see the drawing screen as well, right? Excellent, you can see the drawing screen. Okay, so firstly, please remember to see this in speaker mode. It hurts me so much in the end, someone says, sir, I could not see anything, I could not draw because I could not see anything. Please see this in speaker mode, not gallery mode. That's the most basic thing. You don't have to draw anything, you just have to listen now. Okay, I'm going to take you through a basic exercise. You don't have to draw anything, just listen now. I'm going to draw you the best, greatest superheroine ever. You want to know who that superheroine is?
Me.
I will show you. Okay, so our heroine is called Template Woman. And you know what her superpower is? the superpower of template woman is that
she can become any superhero.
she can become any superhero. So you don't have to draw, just watch right now. I'm making a very basic sketch here, okay? You all just have to watch right now. I'll teach you how to draw this. Don't worry. Just watch how I'm going to very quickly just draw a female structure here. There. So it hardly took me 2 minutes to make this sketch here. You can also outline this.
It's okay, don't get panicked. He'll teach you. People might be like, अरे इतनी जल्दी कैसे बनाया है?
I'll teach you, don't worry. Just going to I want to show you how quickly it can be drawn once you understand what you're doing here.
The screen is going blurry again and again.
I think the participants are not on mute, right?
The new ones who are coming are not on mute, so that is why I have to constantly unmute them.
Just change the settings.
And I like this batch so much. I am also drawing today. Usually during this time,
So
I am messaging and texting, but I'll also draw today.
I wasn't feeling very well today. I'm having a cold or something. I don't know what is going on. If it is the Delhi weather or whatever it is, I wasn't feeling very well, and I desperately needed a nap after my lunch. And thank you, Sansari, so much for holding up the class. I really think that a lot of Sansari coming in, sharing the theory, a lot of this was impromptu, and I'm sure that you wouldn't even have recognized this. Okay, see this. Notice this sketch here. Okay, so here is a very quick suggestive drawing of a woman. Now, couple of things that you need to understand when you're drawing a lady's figure, or let's say just about any human figure, be it a man, be it a woman, or anything. Some basic proportions that apply to everyone is that one, your entire body goes in a proportion. Your entire body follows a proportion. Okay. So let's just say that. Let's just take your head as a basic unit of measurement. And I'm naming your head X. Can you all type in what is the length of your face? From the tip to the chin. What is the length of your face? Take a scale and just measure right away and tell me. The most common measurements that I'll be hearing are 21 centimeter, 23 centimeter, 13 centimeter. These are going to be the most common measurements that I'm going to be hearing. Anyways, just comment what is the measurement of your head. $25. Okay. Reena is a very tall person. 18. Okay. 18, 17, 25. All right. So whatever you said, 19. Okay. So you are measured from the tip to your chin, right? So this is your X value. That is your measurement, your X value. Okay. So let's just arbitrarily set it as 20 centimeters. The length of your torso. Okay, the length of your torso. By the torso, I meant till your hips, where typically you wear the belt. typically you wear the belt, this point. From here till here is going to be 2 times that of your head, 2x. That means if the length of your face is 20 centimeter, length of your torso will be 40 centimeter. The neck, we are not going to really consider because the neck is actually very negligible. If you consider the neck, the way it's going to go is like this is how your head looks when you see from the side. You hardly see any neck when you see from the face. So we don't really take a lot of that neck into consideration, but we just take the measurement from here and we just represent the neck. The shoulders we will draw and then we'll do it. Okay, you just have to listen. You don't have to draw. Just listen. Just listen. I will explain how to draw this to you. I'll explain how to exactly get the figure correct. You just have to listen. The length of your legs. By the legs, I mean from here till your heels is going to be 4x or 4 times the length of your head, of your face. We can give an additional half an x for the feet, and that means, and that will be your total height. Your total height will be 7.5 x or 7.5 times the length of your head. I'll repeat the measurements again. Let's just take your length of your face as the length of your head as the arm, as the basic unit of measurement. We'll name it x, whatever it is. Okay. Then the length of your torso will be 2 times the length of your head. The length of your legs will be 4 times the length of your head. Your feet, you can add an additional half because the feet, when you see, you hardly, like when feet when pointed to the front, there is hardly anything here. If the feet is going towards the side as well, even if the feet, you're drawing the feet towards the side as well, then too, this is the way that we are seeing it. So there is hardly any measurement here. So we just name it half an x. Your total length of your human figure will be 7.5x. Comment in yes if you have been able to understand this. Right now you can just take this. So someone said the head centimeter measurement is 20. So I am assuming, okay, your total height will be very close to 150 centimeters. Am I correct? Who said the measurement is, who said the measurement of the face is 20 centimeters? Your height will be very close to this. 150 centimeters. Yes, exactly. So you can just relate, if you can just take the measurement from your face and you can just see if this relates to you. I'm telling you this will relate. These measurements are universal. These measurements are universal. These measurements are universal and it is applicable whether you're drawing a man, whether you're drawing a woman, okay, whether you're drawing a person who's tall, whether you're drawing a person who's short, whether you're drawing a person who is lean and athletic, whether you're drawing a person who is built like a bodybuilder, it's all the same. What we're learning is the basic anatomical structure. The basic anatomical structure does not change from person to person. Every differences that you're seeing is either due to their specific body type. For example, some people are little bulky. So bulky people, if you notice, they just tend to give off an appearance that they are shorter. Whereas lean people, they just tend to give off an appearance that they are taller. It's just an illusion of the eye. To whom this does not apply? I'm talking about dwarf, midgets, people with babies, a person, someone who's
Kim
not.
Kim Kardashian's figures are not applicable here.
Any person who is not yet fully formed, like a baby, teens, they're not fully formed yet. They're not fully grown yet. Anyone like this, or someone with a serious deformity, serious birth deformity, such as dwarf, for them, it is not applicable. The length of your hand will end in the, like the length of your hand will end slightly above the knees. It will end somewhat around the midway on your legs. See, there are 3 points, your knee, beyond the knee and above the knee. It will end slightly above the knee. Yes, why don't you all just get up right now? Just stand up right now and just keep your arms side to your side and see if this is true for you. You don't have to look for any reference. See, Monisha is immediately getting up. I want you all to have that enthusiasm. Yes. Your arm slightly stops slightly shy of the knees. Whenever you want to learn to draw human figure, use yourself. You're the best reference that there is. And everything else follows that. Okay. Are you ready? Now let's draw the figure. Let's draw the figure and all your doubts will be resolved. Let's start sketching here. I'm going to start by drawing a straight line because I want to make sure that my figure is standing erect. Start with a straight line, straight vertical line. Okay, so you have the center line around here. You want to ensure that whatever you're drawing, your figure has to be 7.5 times. So it has to be a measurement of 7.5. It has to be a measurement of 7.5. That means, let's say ideally you can make this 15 centimeters. You can make this, something that you can multiply by 7.5. Ideally, because it'll just make it easier. You can use a scale and measure. If you're not getting that kind of length, if you don't have a scale, don't worry. But remember that since we are drawing in 7.5, drawing it as a multiple of 7.5 just really helps make things easier.
To explain this, I'll tell you, right? Avatar is out. Avatar the new trailer and is all. The avatar beings will also follow the same ratio. They only look so much taller. Their legs look so much taller because of the proportion. Otherwise, they have the same proportion as humans.
I think they have made it slightly taller by making them 8 heads tall. I think
it's bigger than a normal human being. That's why, but they will also follow this ratio. I know it takes very difficult to believe that the shortest boy in my class and the tallest boy in my class are at the same proportions. But because of that, and I'll tell you one more thing, face shape really determines. It is a lot about perspective. When you look at somebody with a slightly fuller face, you start imagining them as, with more fuller bodies.
Yes.
And when you see a face which is very same getting, you see them as leaner. So that is, these perceptions are making you hard to believe this, but everybody, this template woman can turn into any Supergirl. She can turn into Natasha, she can turn into Scarlet Witch.
So let's draw a template woman here, starting with the head. Do kids have the same proportion? No. Kids, no. It will be different because kids are not fully formed yet. They will have a very different proportions. I'm talking about a fully grown adult human being. So also note that some artists try to denote characters with 8 heads tall. That is like a more idealized version. An average human being is 7.5 times, and hence we are following that. Some artists, you will see, some anatomy classes, they will be following a different method. Nothing wrong with that. This is just the approach that I follow. Okay, we'll start with the head here. In order to draw the head, you can draw an egg shape. You can draw an egg shape, or you can just draw, a shape wherein it's like a rectangle and it's just, just a slightly, an egg that is slightly flat at the sides. You can draw that face. This will be your face. Okay. Then The next is we need to note the proportions on how we are going to go. So I want you to take the measurement of this head here. You can just draw horizontal lines from this, just using your pencil, okay? Don't draw with pens, only use pencils. If I'm drawing with pencils, that means draw with pencils. When I draw with pen, I'll specifically tell you, draw with pens. What is the face size? Any measurement. I chose, oh, okay. See, if you're drawing this 15 centimeter tall, of course, it don't fit within the paper. But the face size, it can be anything. It's arbitrary. That's why we are just noting it, giving X, giving it the broadest definition, X. Okay, yeah, 15 centimeter means that could be the real. So X equals 15. That's what it should be. Understand parameter? X equals 15. Yeah. So this you have to understand. I mean, it's basic, what do you say? We learned algebra in school. So this is one place where I have found algebra to be useful for me. Next is you can take this measurement, use your pencil like this, and you can just measure this twice. See this here, 1, 2. Just measure twice and take this, make a mark here. So just use your head, you can use your pencil. Note how I like to measure using my pencils like this. Using the pencil, I just take the measurement and I just like putting it. I think this is very convenient, and also someone sees you doing this, it makes you look really cool. But on the other hand, if you're finding this challenging, use a scale. Scales are for measurement, but on the other hand, scales can be restricted. In order to draw quickly, you have to be able to understand this measurement, and you have to do it like that way. Take the length of the torso like this, and then draw it, multiply that factor twice. What you'll be getting is the length of your legs. Common mistake that you're going to be making is you're going to make the legs shorter. You're going to make the legs much shorter than it needs to be, and that is a big mistake which needs to be avoided. Always remember, the length of your legs will be 4 times the length of your head or 2 times the length of your torso. Let me drill it again into your head. Most of you, when you do it, you're going to draw it, you're going to make the legs very, very short. You're going to most probably draw it only the size of your body. So again, take time and measure this. I do not want to see any short legs. It is going to be the length of your legs is 2 times the length of your torso. So you can take measurement like this here and measure that twice. And that's how you get it. Okay. Just take a little bit of half an X and then you can mark the feet. Comment in 7.5 if you have been able to make these marks on the paper successfully. You have measured and you're confident with your measurement. You basically drew a straight line. You drew a head, a basic egg shape for the head, egg that is slightly flat. And then you have made the marks. 7.5. If anyone is having any doubt at this stage, please ask me.
If anybody is having a doubt at this stage, please stand up and check for yourself. Human beings are the easiest to make in that way that you can always cross-check. Where are your hands falling in? How big are your legs? Just measure according to this. Just see. So I was very fascinated to know about this method because of one reason. If you go to, how many people are from Delhi here? If you go to Saroj Spotlight, if you go to a place like Delhi or somewhere, there's Sarojini markets where there are no tile rooms. So they would always tell us that you measure your neck and the waist and they will fit. At that time, I never agreed. You people have heard of that method, right? They will take a jeans band and they'll ask you to put it on your neck. And they'll be like, ye chal jayega, madam, ab le jao, meri guarantee hai. I would never believe them. And now that I know, right? It makes sense, right? All these are proportionate. Of course, now this is for a human body who is not eating Swiggy all the day and doesn't have a stomach. So this might not get in that proportion. But all this makes a lot of sense to me now. That based on your hands, you can say how much will the long the person will be, how tall will he be. You know, right? Very tall people, 7.5, 7 feet, all these basketball players, all of them, they have to get specially made shoes because the palm of their feet is huge. This is it. Now you can think of these applications.
Short people, on the other hand, will need smaller shoes.
Yeah.
My grandmother has a size 4 foot and she cannot get it. She cannot get her ready-made slippers or shoes anywhere. So she has to specially get it stitched.
Although these are not rules that I'm telling you that agar kisi ka if somebody has a big feet, they will be tall. Nothing like that also. These are just correlations.
Then the next thing is, so we have drawn the proportion. In addition to understanding the proportion, what we also need to understand is posture. We need to understand posture. What I mean by posture? So in order to understand the posture, let's say, see in the other image, the lady Thor was standing with the hands held up. So her posture looks somewhat like this, right? The hands going here, the shoulders, and then another hand coming here, this one, and then the feet. See, it's somewhat like this. Not exactly, but something like this. On the other hand, Thor, on the other hand, had a different posture. In another classes, let me show you. So in some of our classes, we've done Shaktiman, we've done Krish, we've done Doctor Strange. All of them have different postures. You're sitting here in one posture, standing here in another posture. We can draw all these postures by using the simple technique called the stick figure. So stick figure technique simply means you're understanding the posture and you're noting your understanding in the form of these stick figures. What is stick figure? Have you played the game of Hangman?
Stick figure is size 0.
Have you played the game of Hangman? How is it? So you draw the head, and then if one part is, I might be thinking of a movie name. Then if you get one letter wrong, I will draw this. Another letter wrong, I will draw 2 hands, 2 legs, and then the person is killed. Sure. Sure, Sean. So I'm explaining the technique to you, don't worry, okay? So this here is a stick figure. We will also be using this stick figure in order to draw. Stick figure is very convenient because with little effort, I can change a person from standing to seated. Have a look at these different postures that we did.
The ones you were drawing on Metro yesterday.
Yes.
I hope you all are following us on Instagram and YouTube. If you are not, please give us a like and follow us, because a lot of information like this comes out every week. We post special live classes, tutorials. You'll be getting a lot. Show them all.
So have a look at these. Seated postures here. Look at this. Different postures. Have a look at this here.
In the weekend workshops, we have done woman holding umbrella in different angle. We have done different angles. Some of you who have taken the playlist, you will be finding them. You can just look up a human being in poses and you'll see around 10 videos with different human being poses there that you can try out.
So all of this can be drawn with little to no effort by just understanding the simple technique called frequency. If you get really good at this, you can even add in details, such as this one here, which exactly I'll be teaching you today, how you can add in details into the human figure. We'll be starting from scratch, ekdam from scratch, and we'll be going into the details. Ekdam. So the stick figure, according to the stick figure technique, in order to draw a body, you can show any features that you want, any part that you want using these simple lines. For example, if I'm drawing a person, his body can go at a straight line, his shoulders can follow slanting lines like this, his arms can take a different line, hip line can be shown separately, the legs can go from this, right? Let's draw it out. Here is the first. Here is your figure. We are going to draw over this, okay? The stick figure. So I'm going to first show the shoulders here. I'll just show the shoulders here with a straight line here, just slightly below the head, showing the shoulders here. And then I want to draw the torso from the center line that's here. The width of the shoulders for a person will be 2 times that of the head. So if you're taking the measurement of the head here, just multiply by 2 times and that will be the width of the shoulders. See, this head measurement you take, multiply 2 times and that is the total width of the shoulders. Understand? Yes, guys, commenting yes if you have been able to draw the mark the sideways width of the shoulders.
Is it the same for girls and boys?
For girls and boys, it's the same. For men, typically have more rounded shoulder muscles and broader traps, so that's why it looks bigger. The key difference between a man and a woman comes in the shoulder to hip ratio. When you're drawing a man, the hip line the waistline will be narrower than the shoulders. Ideally. Okay, it's not for everyone, but ideally. But for a woman, on the other hand, the waistline will be broader or equal to that of the shoulders. When we talk about a lady's curve, this is what we mean. You know, the shape. So here again, I have the shoulders. I can draw. So you have marked this. I can draw the waistline here as coming as slightly broader than the shoulders. Maybe, you know, like the overall shape can go slightly like this. Do not overdo this. Don't draw such a large shape that now it looks like a monstrosity. Don't do all this. Keep it, you know, just keep it according to the basic thing. Keep it according to what makes more sense to you. Okay. And then let's draw the legs and other posture here. So from this waistline here, just leaving a little space from the center, I'm drawing 2 lines. So just take it down. Okay, I want you all to draw this. Now let's draw the rest of the figure surrounding this here. So now in order to show the torso, I can just add the volume over this. So the basic structure and the stick figure is ready. The arms, I can just extend the line from the shoulders. I can just draw, extend the line to the side. Okay. Just extend the 2 lines towards each side, and then that will form the arm. In order to get the length of the arm, this leg that you had taken from the waistline to here, okay, what is the length of this? Guys, comment what is the length of your legs. Comment. I want to see comments. I want to see you're all understanding and following. Comment what is the length of your legs. 4x, right? So you agree this total measurement is 4x, right? Your legs, that is, this is 4x till your heel, okay, till your heels. From the heel downwards, the feet also adds up. This legs can be divided into 2 parts. That means this can be divided into 2 parts. That means from the waistline till the knees, 2x, and from the knees till the heels, which will be another 2x, is going to be a equal measurement. This can be easily understood. I just want you all to right now, just bend your arm and see. Notice how the length of my arm is the same from the elbows to the shoulders and from the elbows to the wrist line. Do you agree? Yes. The length of my arm. The structure of your arms and the legs are the same. You can take the check for the same for the legs as well. From your waistline till the knees and from the knees till the heels is equal. So legs can be divided into two parts. Isn't it fascinating that the human figure is so much in proportion, makes you appreciative of the human body so much more.
That is why God took 6 days in making this, and 7th day on Sunday, he took a holiday.
But we don't take holidays on Sundays.
So now you know Shakira's hips were not lying. They were very true. All of this is ratio and proportion.
Now, right, so you have the basic stick figure here. Your length, your legs can be measured into two parts, and your arms, like I told you, including the palms, which can just be shown as a clip like this, it will be coming till here. I'm sorry, buddy, it will not be possible for me to explain in Hindi and English simultaneously. This is the only way instructions can be shared. Okay. Then here, now I can add up the volume into this. I can add the volume into this here. So what do we do about the volume? Now to draw the volume, I can just add one round here around the shoulders at this chest region. And one more round here. One more round here with the center of the round at the waistline. I want you to make 2 rounds. This will obviously be a much smaller round. This will be for the chest, and here for the waistline, I'm having to draw slightly bigger round. Okay. Drawn? Yes. You draw a slightly larger round for the waistline and a slightly smaller round for the chest. Once you have this, isn't it simple? You can just complete the shape here like this, get this hourglass shape to go, and then see, just try drawing this hourglass figure here. Just try drawing this hourglass figure and complete this. See this? You should be able to get this shape here. Draw this curve, make it wide around here. Draw this curve, make it wide around here. And from this circle, what we are doing is from this circle, I just want you to simply pull this. This will go this way, and this will go this way. Like this. See? The human figure should look like this now. Getting it? Comment an I if you're getting it. So cool, right? So you just basically understand the proportion, draw the stick figure, draw the basic volumes. If we are drawing a man, then the approach will be slightly different, as in the proportion will be the same, the stick figure will be the same, just this approach towards volume will be different. For a man, we'll be drawing much more blocky figures. So in our other tutorials on how you can draw, like I told you, we drawn Shaktiman, we drawn Krish, we drawn Doctor Strange, Batman, and all that. That is the method that I'm following. Okay. So you have this. Next. Okay. It's only starting. We are going to add up the details into this. We're going to add the details into this here. So how do we do this? I can create this area called the midsection. So this will come in the form of an inner wear here. And I can just create this V shape here. See this, just create this V shape here. So we can define this region called the midsection. It's common for both men and women. You can just define this shape here. So this, like I told you, the round will be slightly coming out of this, and the end of this round, you can do this. Next, we are going to draw the legs. So the shape and the volume for the legs. How do we draw that? How are we going to draw the shape and the volume for legs? It's very simple. It's very simple to draw the shape and the volume for the legs. Most often when we draw the arms and the legs, what happens is we tend to draw a very robotic figure. Like we'll be drawing a rectangle. And then the arms also will go like this. It doesn't look good. Notice the shape of your arm. It's like this. So I want you all to just look at your own arm. I want you all to look at your own arm. What is the shape of your arm? It's like this. It's like a cylinder that is narrower towards the edge wrist and wider towards another edge. Same for the arms. It's wider here and it gets narrower as it goes. Right? Same goes for the shape of the legs. See, in fact, the shape of each one of your limbs goes like this. The shape of each one of your limbs goes like this. This being the wider side, this being the narrower side. It's like this cylinder that is skewed. If you want to draw the elbows and the forearms, this is how it will go. See? This is the shape. This shape. Don't make the mistake of drawing a flat rectangle. This doesn't look good. Draw this shape. On this, I can add in the feet, you can add in the arms or anything I want, but this shape is very important. So what are we going to do here? We'll just add the shape here. See this? Like I told you, you can mark the knees and then add the rest of the feet coming here. See, it's okay if your human being isn't perfect. You're all trying for the first time, and yet you're getting it. And I think that's fascinating.
And we ourselves as human beings are not perfect.
Huh.
So how can our drawing be perfect on our one glance? It will take time to build.
So you have your template woman. This is the first time you're drawing a superhero in your class. You can just draw the feet like a kettle. You can give the feet a kettle-like shape. You know, those kettlebells that you find in the gym. You can just draw a shape like that. Just with the round. You just suggest, because it's this the shape of the feet isn't very important here. When you have got this, don't leave a lot of gap between the legs and the midsection. That will make it look weird. You can try pulling the legs together for better effect.
After this, let's have a look at everybody's figures.
Let's have a look at everybody's
everybody's human figures.
Now that you have the torso, let's draw the arms and the shoulders. You can just draw a slight round here to get the rounded edge for the shoulders. Just draw slight round and take your shoulders around this round edge, repeating the same step that we did for the legs to the arms. So you can just add a hook for the arms and that's it. See, let me just repeat the step again for you. So what you need to do is, this shoulder edge is a little tricky. Shoulder edge is a little tricky. Might not really come the way that you want it to. So what do? We will draw a small round for the shoulders, and then from here, add that volume the way that we had done it. Giving a small hook, and that's it. We can define giving the hook for the arm, and that's it. Some of you will be having trouble just drawing the arm. So just you can just take a little extra time to just make sure that you're adjusting the angle, the line, and the shape. See, just get it wide and just get it narrow. You can give a slight bend to get this round. Especially if you have drawn the hips to be extremely wide, then you'll be finding it difficult. But otherwise, your drawing should look just fine. Just add the hair. And there you go. There's your template woman, the best superheroine ever, the greatest superheroine ever. You can turn this to Scarlet Witch. You can turn this to, I don't know, Black Widow, Wonder Woman, Supergirl, Batgirl, or just yourself. Let's have a look at your drawings now. Let's see. Sanika. So Sanika, your main problem lies in the arms. Okay. So pay attention to the shape of the arm. The way that you have drawn the arms. Note how the shape of the arms is coming like this. It has to come like this. The way that you have drawn the arm, you have just flimsily made the shape like this. You just very flimsily made the shape. You want to draw the shape of the arm carefully. Like I told you, can give a slight bend so that this comes around the waistline. Okay. If anyone of you made this mistake, please correct it. I'll be pointing out calling out a few drawings because it will not be possible for me to look at each one of you. There are 78 participants here and it will not be possible. Okay, Anshika. Very nice. See, Anshika has got it. Anshika has got it. So for Anshika, the main issue is with the legs. Notice the shape of the legs that you have drawn. You have drawn it like a bitter gourd, like this. Right? It's something like this, the way that you have drawn the legs. You want to slightly refine the legs and make it slightly slender. All right, Anshika? Make it slightly slender, the shape, how it's curving, and then how it's coming this way. All right? Yes? Superb. Let's have a look at some more. Let's have a look at what Supreet Kaur. Yes, Supreet Kaur has got it perfectly correct. Okay, so I'm again seeing this repeatedly. The shape of the legs is very, very important, guys. Note the shape. It's wider towards one side. It's wider towards one side and slowly gets narrower. So a lot of you, when you're drawing, what happens is you're making it like this. Okay, get this correct. See, wider towards one side and slightly gets narrower. All right, get this shape. All right, Supreet, for both the legs. That's it. Slight corrections. I'm seeing them. Let's see who else. Anagha Ravi, awesome. Harita Binu, Prakriti, Som Shetty, Anjali Agarwal. Good work, good work. A lot of you have done very good work. Awesome. Lovely. Paramita, let's look at Paramita's drawing. Okay, very nice. So Paramita, I think that you're just having a little trouble matching the left and the right sides. You have understood the proportion, correct? You're just finding a little difficult to match the left and the right sides for the figure. This is a small thing, but I think, just in time you'll get better. What else I can look at? I think that's it. Most of the drawings I'm seeing are correct. Yeah, good. Nice stuff. So we are, we are now 1 hour into the workshop. And I hope you've learned. You've already learned enough, confident enough that you can now draw.
And
let's take a small break.
Hydrate yourself now. Please
Yes.
get some water.
Let's take a small break and hydrate ourselves.
Fix your drawings. Put up your
spotlight.
Huh?
Replace the spotlight. Hope you're ready. We'll be starting the class. We'll be resuming the class very shortly. I want to make sure that you're all hydrated in the meantime. Just taking,
I put the pictures in the group so you can take time to rectify. You can take time to believe, oh my God, I drew a human being. So lifelike human being. And I can I scribble on this? So when we said that this is every human, this is like the superhuman, anything, you change a little bit of the clothes, you put her into a cape, you add her a special hairdress, this becomes WandaVision. You add a hammer in her hand, she becomes Thor, Mighty Thor. No matter what you want to draw, she can become the same. You can change it according to. And
she can be the Scarlet Thor.
She can be anyone. She can be Natasha Romanoff. She can be anything. In fact, in all our workshops, whether if you have taken the set of recordings, whether be Doctor Strange, Iron Man, Thor, all Iron Man, Thor, Bahubali. Why leave out Bahubali?
Yeah, Bahubali.
All of them follow. Do you have Ram? Show them Ram. So we recently watched the movie RRR and we had loved it so much. I made Niranjan draw Ram also. And of course, our students do Bhim and Ram both.
How many of you are fans of the movie RRR?
Right, RRR.
RRR.
Also write RRR ready when you are ready. Right? And I want to also show you all these have been done in 2 hours. Please do not think that these are great masterpieces that have taken long time. This human figure, this human figure was also done in the weekend workshop. You can check the dates. So all of them are very, very doable. This house, and of course, in the set of recordings that we will be sharing with you, all of these will be there. These are all 2-hour drawings. And imagine 2 hours is what Niranjan takes to teach. Uske beech mein there's a lot of talking going on, lot of games are going on. If you have to draw these standalone, by the time you finish and you are properly understanding this workshop, you'll be able to draw this in less than an hour or so.
Yes. People are still marveling. I still can't believe it. Guys, then imagine that we are going to complete a figure now. We are going to complete the lady form now. Oof. I'm excited.
I hope it doesn't become a horrible drawing.
What is that?
Horrible.
Okay, my God.
You
Okay. Let's continue. Let's start the session. Let's resume the drawing right where we left off. One minute. Okay. So I have in front of me the drawing opened. I have in front of me the drawing opened here, okay? I have in front of me the drawing opened. Can you all see? Please view it in speaker mode. Whenever you want to draw something like this, start by paying attention to the basic shape. See, I will have to use a different color apart from red and blue to show this. Let me do this with yellow. Start with the basic structure. Since the head, like I showed you, can draw an egg shape, and then how about the rest of the body? The torso can be shown this way with the shoulders, arch this way. You don't have to draw, just listen. We'll be drawing together. Notice the arms, the shape of the arms that's going this way. this arm and this arm here. The hips, see, just listen, just notice. See, notice how the feet is coming this way. Do you see the structure? Guys, do you see this? Do you understand this? Yes, commenting yes if you can understand the structure here. So just pay careful attention to this. Right? Exactly. Ravina got it. Exactly. So this structure is in perfect proportion. You have drawn the head to be X, the torso will be 2X, the legs will be 4X. This has to be observed. Then you draw the structure and then you add the volume. You add the volume like how I had shown you. Like you will start off with the around here. You can also add one more round here, and then overall we'll just add up the volume later on as we go. All right. It's all very, very simple. If you understand this concept that's being shared here, you will realize how simple it is to draw these characters. So we are starting with the entire figure here. You want to make sure that this figure will fit within the paper. So whatever you're drawing will fit within this paper. Let's draw a line along the center. Let's draw a line along the center. And I want you to mark the places where you're going to draw the head and this feet. So from the head till the feet, from the head till the feet will be 7.5x, right? So start at the head, you mark out the position, the length for the head. Okay, then you mark you take this, measure it twice, mark the place for the torso, measure this, and mark where the legs are going to come, like this. The drawing now should look like this, like a little cross. Then from here, let me draw the rest of the torso. So the head is slightly, like it's slightly pointed upwards. She's looking towards the sky.
Calling handle.
Something like that, yeah. So if you have to just draw the face shape, you can draw it like this egg that you have drawn. The face, you can just draw it like this egg that you have drawn, right? It's because you're seeing it, it's at the front. When this is turned up slightly, It's turned up slightly. Then the whole way the surface behaves will be slightly different. You can just bring a slight tilt and increase the volume on the side to get this shape correct. Notice here, I'm slightly tilting the head here to just get this tilt. If you're finding it difficult to get this tilt, then I will recommend that you draw a straight face. If you're getting this difficult, if you're getting this, finding this challenging, then you can just draw a straight face. I will also do that. I will stay with you and I will also do the same. So just draw straight facing. No, an egg shape that is slightly tapered towards the side. You can show the neck, show the torso, show the shoulders. One shoulder that is turned up, another shoulder that is towards the side. Since she's slightly standing at an angle, then there'll be slight differences in the posture, but it's okay. More or less, we'll draw it as if the person is standing straight. Please simplify the figure greatly. We have the structure of the torso, and then you've drawn the shoulders. Just take note on the shoulders, 2 times the length of the head. Okay. Before drawing the arms, let's draw the waistline. So you don't want to draw very wide waistline for, Jane Foster. Natalie Portman, yes, that's the actress's name, Natalie Portman. She doesn't have a very wide waistline, so you don't want to draw a very wide waistline. Just make it as wide as the shoulders here. Okay, make it as wide as the shoulders here. Then, not from this edge. Okay, don't draw from this edge. You have the center and you have this edge for the waistline. Find the center of this. And from that center, I want you to draw the legs, the posture as it is coming. Sensory, the image has been shared in the group, right? Yeah. So you can, I want you all to look at the reference image as well as we are drawing this, because that will just help you understand when I say this is turning here, that is turning here. There is no way for me to show and draw at the same time. But in this way, you can look at the reference image on one screen and you can draw from my drawing screen.
First of all, Niranjan, you lied to me. You said arms is in proportion to the legs and all. I was drawing Thor's arms. His arms are bigger than my whole chest. What kind of person is, what kind of superhero is Thor? How big are his arms? I tried drawing Thor.
Wow, actually you did it very well. Look at this. Sansari just did this right now.
I have a very good teacher, right? My teacher
Very
is the
nice.
one. And guys, I will tell you something. I am not an artist. It is Niranjan. I am the creative one. I like drawing and all. So I am a very big yoga practitioner. I love yoga and I make it a point to do it. Can you put color? So I was making these figures and Niranjan is the one who helped me get through this. Okay, no issues. Through this, through his set of techniques, through his techniques was I able to get to draw all these figures. So if you are a dancer, if you are anyone, you can do all of these yourself. So I was making and in fact, all my body figures were wrong in proportion. Then Niranjan started teaching me that the right way to do it is through, add in all the balls and figures. So he started helping me split it into this ball figure, into how to spread it into this action dynamic movements. And after that, my human figures got so much better. This was my day 1, guys. This is my day 1 versus you can see here also it's written day 1, day 2 versus my day 21, or you can see aage se day 13. This is happened.
These are proportionally perfect figures. Look at this.
And these you could get only by constant practice. Otherwise, see from here what you used to draw before. Not that these are incorrect, but the shape just gets better. You will get to discover. So practice this method. Let's have a look at everyone's now.
No, not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet. They have to draw. They have to complete this drawing.
Or you are simplifying it for them so that this tilt is not there.
Yes.
Also, my Thor looks like if you hand him a guitar here and there are wings coming, he'll look like a rock star strumming his guitar.
I think Taika Waititi would enjoy that. Okay. We have this, and then let's divide the legs into two parts. So I'm taking the torso, length of the torso, and I'm just dividing this into two parts here. Drawing the legs into two parts. And then the other leg. Other leg will come here. And then these legs, I can just slightly bend it at one point and then turn it this way. Like I told you, take the center and this edge and find the center of both and draw along that. That. Okay. Let's draw the arms. So an arm that's coming here, have a look at the reference and see how the arms are coming. See, it's coming, it's come and it's turned this way. You want to pay attention to the tilt, you want to pay attention to the angle. The fist, I can just draw it like a small bag here. And the other arm, right? Notice this angle, notice the tilt. You want to make sure that the length of the shoulders, there are many things to measure here. That's what makes a human figure all challenging. There are many things that you want to measure here and here. You know, there are many things that you want to measure. Then the other arm. Just taking this arm measurement that I'm using that. See what I have done here is, because I have drawn one arm correctly. Okay, I'm just taking how long this arm is. With my pencil, you can do this. With my pencil, I'm taking how long this arm is and I'm drawing the other arm. See this? Same thing, do the same here also. And make this arm come like a round here. And that's it. That's your structure. That's your stick figure. Let's add the volume. Let's slightly add a little bit of volume. And then after this, we can have a look at your drawings. Okay. So comment in yes if you have been able to draw the stick figure. Not able to see the top. I know, right? It's a little difficult to get all of it coming at once. I've adjusted the camera angle. This is how your figure should look. Have a look at this and correct it. It will not be possible for me to pause every 5 minutes and come back to your drawing. So that's why we had an extensive session on stick figures so that you can get this correct. Okay. Your stick figure should look like this. No, or not. We can just slightly add the feet here. This will anyways be covered, so you can just show the feet as coming slightly like this. Okay, let's add the volume. Let's add the volume to first starting with the chest. I'm drawing around. See, notice as I'm drawing the round, I'm drawing it light. I'm keeping my pencil tip blunt. I'm drawing it light. And I'm just creating light continuous impressions. Let's add the volume for the lower body here. So like I had shown you, just leave some gap here and then draw the let's draw this round here. We'll create the shape for the torso like this, where it's coming here. And I'm just going to make it round around this. Also bringing in a slight curvature around here. And as for the legs, I'll add the volume like this. See, you can see that the skirt is covering all this, but we'll right now draw as if the person is wearing, tights or something. See, notice the shape of the legs. Remember the tips that I told you earlier about correcting the shape of the legs, making sure that it's wide at the top, narrow towards the base. I'm not drawing. A lot of you, when you're drawing, I had pointed out that a lot of you are drawing a shape similar to this, and that's clearly not something that you want to draw. Draw the leg. See, adjust the shape along the legs where it's wide here. This is called the calf region. And then from here along the heels, you just make it narrower. Same. Make it wide and repeat the same for the arms. Arms for this film is pretty built. Just want to make it. This batch is catching up very fast. I'm surprised that there aren't so many doubts and you're all getting it.
Either they're getting everything or they're getting nothing.
Either ways, it's the same, no? Which one of it is it? Is it A, you're getting everything, or B, you're getting nothing? So notice the shape of the arm, how it's wide. I'm repeating the same steps here, repeating the same set of instructions. I want to drill this to your head. Let's draw the other arm here. Okay. And please don't tell me you cannot see the bottom part, because I'm drawing the top part, I'm focusing on that. If I show the entire frame at once, then what the part that I'm drawing will not be clear to you. That. Let's keep this shape coming here. And the same we can do for this. Just correcting the shape here, making it narrow and wide here, narrow and wide here, narrow and wide here. You can just add the small suggestion for the hair. And there you go. You have the structure for Lady Thor. The rest are all details and cosmetics which you'll add in later into the drawing. If you have got this much, we are 1.5 hours into the workshop and we have finally drawn our Lady Thor with proper understanding of human figures. Let's have a look at your work now. Now it's time. So, see, your drawing should look something like this. Let's have a look at what you've done. Pay attention to the length of the arms. In the meantime, as I give corrections, you can correct it on your own. Let's have a look at what Supreet Kaur has done. On here. Wonderful. See, look at this. Isn't this amazing? And I can notice that already from the first figure to the second one, I can see improvement. Excellent work. You might want to pay a little attention to this shape of this leg here, this thighs here, because it kind of seems like it's slightly curved.
Kind of looks like Statue of Liberty right now.
But yes, they're getting it.
It looks like Statue of Liberty right now.
Let's have a look at Haritha. Awesome. So Haritha, the main problem with your drawing is that you have taken the legs up a lot. Okay. Although we'll be covering it, we'll be covering this part later on with the costumes, so it won't be visible yet. There is this region called the midsection. I had in fact shown this in this drawing as well, which, see, there is this region called the midsection here. So when you're drawing this, don't take the legs so up till the waistline like you are done. This round that you're drawn, like I showed you, half of it should go up, half of it should come down. Stop your legs here. On one side, your legs will begin from here. Other hand, your legs will stop here. Okay, that's how you want to correct it. Draw the midsection. Draw the midsection. If anyone of you have not drawn the midsection, please, please, please correct it now. Let's have a look at, let's see. Let's have a look at one final drawing. So Ashutosh, the problem with your drawing is obvious. You have got the posture correct. You did not have space to draw the arm, so you adjusted it. The arm, right? The arms, you needed space to draw the arms. The problem was that you started drawing along the top and then you did not get enough space to draw this. So you adjusted it. That is the way your arms look short. But apart from that, it's fine. Now it's, I'll give you another small break so that you can correct it, hydrate. And in the meantime, a lot of you have been asking me how you can draw more. How can I learn so much more? I mean, you drew one female superhero. How can I draw male superheroes? We will exactly tell you how you can learn more from us.
So to begin with, let me first show you how special you batch are. You have to remove this. I can't work with all this in front. Let's see how special you guys are. So let me show you a Google search. Simple Google search we are going to do, and you will realize how special you are. Let me type a phrase, answer. Some of you might know this, answer to the universe, life and everything. Okay, what is the answer to life, universe and everything? It is the number 42. So this comes from a very famous book called The Hitchhiker's Guide to Galaxy, in which they say that the most important number across all galaxies, all planets is number 42. And this is why, I am a very big nerd. I am a book nerd. This book is right in front of me. I love this book. And I had thought that on this, especially, and Anshika has read it. So you know how fascinating this book is. And I had decided that all special things, all the great things that are going to happen, I'm going to do it in this batch. Yes, it's 42. That is why we launched two very great things with you. We launched our Zen Guide 2, which of course there has been a huge fight since morning about all over it in there. All the people who have tagged us on Instagram or have shared a picture of it with me have received the guide already. And second, the biggest launch, which so many of our community members, which are, by the way, at the end of this class, I will share with you a link to our core community, our central community of people who have joined before you. It has about 500 to 600 students. You can join in that community and you can stay in touch with us. Also through that community, we share regular contests, regular challenges, and of course a discount coupon for every weekend workshop that you attend. So in case I forget, Niranjan or me forget, somebody has to take the responsibility to remind us to share a link for that. So anyways, like all of you have been asking me since yesterday, hey, I want to draw this, I want to draw that. I have not been replying that to you because I knew the solution to everything. I had it. I have for you everything under the sun that you want to draw. From be it florals like these flowers, and this flower I have exactly in front of you already. I showed it to you a couple of minutes back only, whether be it this flower or these animals, everything we have already done in our weekend workshops. All you need to do is register. We will give you a playlist and you can just search whatever you want to draw and get all these amazing, stunning figures there. So this, so this Doctor Strange, these houses, this Hyderabad, remember I showed you that was part of this weekend workshop. It has around 60 plus recordings, and also it doesn't stop here. All the new recordings, including today's and yesterday's, will also be added to here. So it is going to be a crazy, crazy time to do this. You will be able to get through everything. And literally when I say this, draw everything under the sun with me. And in case you don't find what you are doing, you're going to have a WhatsApp support, 24 hours WhatsApp support. You can ask me, Sanchari, hey, I want to draw a Diya, or I want to draw a Disney character. If you still have some doubts about what is it that there, you ask me the drawing and I will tell you that it is there. So no matter, so there is no excuse not to take this, because one, it is not time bound. It is going to be there with you for infinity. For the rest of your life, you can have these set of recordings and you can draw at your own pace, make greeting cards, make spiritual cards, everything. I am sharing the link with you right now and you can register. Don't register now, actually. Don't worry. Wait for a couple of time and finish the class and then you will have ample time to do it. We have about 15 slots ready, so there will not, I am hoping that it won't get over. You will get plenty of time to finish it. Okay. Apart from this, let's add in a little touch to this. Let's make it even more special for you people. So yesterday I had offered 3,500 rupees and so many of you have taken it. I'm very happy for you people who've taken it. Today also the price is 7,500, but there is a small twist to it. Don't worry, the ones who have taken it tomorrow, you are also going to get this twist. I am very fair to all my students, but sorry. Niranjan, can you help me? Where is this Chromecast screen? Okay, sir. Okay. So all the ones who registered today will also get access to our portrait class. Our portrait class is one of the most You know, today we will be doing this. Today this Jane that we will be drawing, we will not be covering human being ka face on it. And I know for a fact portraits is something that everybody has wanted to draw in their life. So we have for you these two special playlists, one with all our weekend workshops and one with all our portrait classes in it. This portrait class in itself is an 8,500 rupees batch worth 6 months. And this weekend workshops, like you had calculated yesterday, is a 14,000 rupees course. And we are offering it to you for 3,500. So literally in the price of 10 courses, you are getting 100. I can't wait to believe. I can't wait to join it. I wish I had this deal when I joined your workshop. So register today. And yes, this offer is only applicable till the weekend. So automatically after 12 p.m. the link, or either by 12 or either by the first 20 people, the link will revert back to being the first 15. So sorry, it will revert back to being 5,500. So please don't be a fool like me who paid extra for all these classes. Niranjan never gave me such offers. We take the best offer possible for you and enjoy drawing. And please do take up courses or drawing, because I'll tell you what, most people in this workshop, they come with a whole thing. Yeah, we did it. We were able to draw. They will cry and they will tell us, thank you, Niranjan and Sanchari. You changed my life. I think I can draw again. But when I asked them 2 weeks later, hey, have you been drawing? Nahi yaar, drawing ki aadat to phir chhoot gayi. I was not able to draw anything at all. And then they join our master classes. Then they join all our classes. Because it's very natural. If you don't be consistent, if you don't practice, how will it do? So this is going to be this workshop. What? This is going to be the workshop where there will be mountains, orangutan, koala bear, Pikachu. All of these are for you to see and learn from. So right today, there was no option. Hum Thor hi draw karenge, hum ye draw karenge. But if you join these, you can just choose whatever topic you want to. There are not just art workshops here, there are also a lot of journaling workshops. So if you have questions about this, if you have questions about how to register, how to do it, we will be taking them towards the end of this workshop. Right now, let's get back to finishing what we started. And I hope to see some of you in my workshop. I will be very sad if I have to conduct the new set without you people. Can you spotlight this screen? And this is actually this thought, we had never thought we would do this, but this time when Niranjan came to Delhi, we realized that is no, I was going through his notebook and I was looking at all these drawings that we have done in our weekend workshop, and I was like, it would be a complete waste if we don't share all this with all of please. And it would be a waste if we don't share all of these with our students. Which is why first we had decided we would never sell these recordings as they are priceless and giving it at 3,500 rupees. Niranjan feels very sad. But then at the end of the day, we all want you to visit this place. This is the number 43rd recording in your playlist. This is number 22 in your playlist. This is a tarot card called the Tower. This is number 16. Yes, I remember all the workshops by heart. So you will be able, this Doctor Strange also follows the similar principle. So let me see after the end of this workshop. Have you just sent the link? Have you dropped the link in the group? Okay, I dropped the link. So this girl, see, the cross-hatching ebook was shared to everyone instantly on Instagram, whoever shared it. Please note that the link that you have been sent on Instagram has both the cross-hatching guide as well as the Zen guide. If you still haven't received it, message me on Instagram. If you do not have an Instagram, you can put it on Facebook, text me or send me a picture. There are lots of ways to do, guys. Yesterday, we and Niranjan felt very demotivated to the point that people are coming to this workshop only for free books and they are not valuing the skill that we are gifting them. And they're only after running. If we had not told you about the Zen book today, how to practice it, what would the use of that book be? So focus on your learning part, focus on all this rather than this. We have already given you a free Zen guide and lot of Zen tutorials for you to follow. Now you can draw. I'll share now.
Okay. So let's continue the drawing right away. So hopefully we'll finish 2 drawings and none of you will feel like you have wasted your time here. Let's continue the drawing right where we left off. So I'll use my gel pen here, my trusted gel pen. I'm going to start working on the details one by one. Before that, let's pay a little attention to the clothing details here. Let's draw the clothing details here. So I can start from any point. When you are drawing the details, you can start from any point and then you can build it from there. So I'll start from the top here, starting the sleeveless top here. Okay. In the sleeveless top here. With this. Giving a round neck. Let's draw this round here. And let's add the belt with center. From here, let me add the clothing. So over this, just over this, I'll just add a layer like this, like a loose layer that I'll add here. See, now you all have the practice of drawing the shape. So how do we draw? So just one line at a time. Just take it one line at a time, one stroke at a time. Add this clothing here. Yes. We'll add the gauntlet here. No, not the, I'm adding the one, the cuffs and the hands. It's called the gauntlet, right? The kneecap. Kneecap. All right, so we are slowly adding the details along the clothing here, the costume details. Just put here. You can change you can modify the costume to anything that you want. Let's add the round here. These, for costume details. And add in these small details along the gloves, the arm pad, the the arm guard here. On the hat. Take it slowly. These details can be drawn very easily. The challenging part is the basic structure. After you've got this, the details are very easy. It can be drawn like poof. We'll show the fingers here as well, which is these lines here that I'm placing from the fingers. Let's draw the hammer here. Starting with a T, one line here along the center, okay, and then a block on the top. We'll add width to this line. What is the shape of this hammer? It's like this square. So that should be your pencil drawing. Let's add a little bit of details on the face now. So let's add a little bit of details along the face here. So you can draw a line along the center of the face. Your face basically has a few guidelines. Like one guideline will run along the nose, the center. Another guideline will run along the eyes. You just draw one guideline along the face like this from the center from the nose. Another horizontal line like this will form the eyes, which will roughly be at the center. One more horizontal line will be at the mouth. And on this, you can just make these marks here. Just suggest. Because we cannot really detail the eyes and the face. The portrait is something that is a very advanced topic, which we are sharing, which we are giving it away to you, along with the advanced set of recordings. Here, just suggest. See, just mark this, mark the eyebrows. All you want to do is just pay attention to the center line of the face. One more line for the eyes, one more line for the nose and the mouth. And then on this, just make the marks. Just make these basic marks. That should form your drawing. Now let's sing this. Let's detailing this. Yes, ready guys? Comment in ready if you have done this. Let me just give you a couple of minutes to catch up on the pencil detailings. Ready. Comment in ready if you have done this. How to do eyes. So see, the details of the eyes we won't be able to get into much. Right now, I just want you to make these marks like a hover. Just draw a guideline along the center and just make these marks here. Yes, Mrinalini, no problem. Make one line along the center vertically, another line horizontally, and then to make these marks there. So, right. Okay. So now it's time. It's time for the final touch-ups. Let's do this. So I'm going to start my detailing starting from the top of the Mjolnir. And I'll work my way down. Just outline over what you have done with the pencil. That's it. If you have followed the instructions so far, then the rest of it should come with little to no effort. Just outline over what you have drawn. Just adjust the fingers here. Let's draw the, I'm taking my time to draw so that you all get enough time to catch up. Let's define the shape of the arms. Adding the face. Slight suggestions along the face. So you can make these free hand strokes. You know, these, notice as I'm drawing this, I'm holding my pen along the tip because I'm adding in the details. Like I told you, when you're drawing broader lines, draw along here because it just helps, makes it easy to maneuver your pen through the paper. Because now I'm working on the details, I'm holding towards the tip. And like I told you from the very beginning, pay attention to the tip. And yes, she does look like Statue of Liberty, to be honest. See, just with a few dots, I've suggested dice. We won't be leaving the face blank. drawing the other arm. So just outlining along what you have done with pencil. Most of the hard work lies in understanding the structure, understanding the anatomy and drawing it out. After that, the details are very easy, which is why when we are learning to draw, I don't really pay attention to a lot of details because detailings can be done very easily. What's challenging is to get the broader picture. To define the broader picture and getting that correct is the challenging part. So, like whenever you're learning to draw broad, make a lot of drawings, make lots of drawings. That's why advanced setup record, our setup recorder playlist has more than 50 recordings for you. Lot of different drawings, and that's really how you can learn. Rather than getting into the details, focus on more numbers. Then you're certainly going to get better with every drawing. The human figure, I could see that from the template woman to the Lady Thor. There's an instant improvement in a lot of your work. I'll just correct it here. Just correct the shape here. Just add the feet. And this there is a little bit of the structure here which I can just draw. The structure I can draw. And this, let's add the costume details here. There is a very important detail which we missed out, but nobody pointed out. Can you comment? Can you tell me what it is? Comment. Guys, what is missing in this drawing?
I know.
Comment. Cape.
It's the
Exactly.
magic cape.
Yes, the cape. So how do we draw the cape? So just draw this broad shape like this.
She's looking like a gladiator.
Looking, yes. I think that's a
Inspiration for the
inspiration.
look also. Nordic people also used to dress up like this only.
I don't think Thor is like worshipped, right? In Norway.
Now nobody worships all these Thor and all that, but of course, there was a time when they were a traditional gods and all. Like it's like saying, does anybody worship all the 10 avatars of Vishnu now? Ram and apart from Ram and Shiva, who all are there more popular? Like Hiranyakashipu and all these people, would you like worship them? It's similar. They are folklore. They are not gods as such. Their stories are being told and all this. We love Dashavatar, but we don't like pray to Dashavatar as such, right?
There are very few dedicated worshipping spaces. I think that could also be the reason.
And by the way, if you have not watched the movie, guys, please go and watch the movie. How many of you have watched the movie already? And watch it in 4DX.
Okay. So you have the cape as well. You can just draw it like this. This curved shape that you just draw, and then over that you can just add these. Now that we have the drawing, we have the outline, we have this basic details. Now it's time to just make the drawing a little more expressive. Are you all ready to stay 10 more minutes with me? 10 more minutes with me, and we'll add a little more details into this. We'll make this character breathe life. Yes. I know we exceeded the time limit, 6 p.m., but it's 6:10.
But you have exceeded your expectations also, guys. Did you ever thought you'll be making a full-fledged human being?
Being like this, that too, with so many details.
What pen do you want? This is the OHP marker.
So let's start with the cape here. Pay attention to the folds, and then you just want to make a few lines along the folds like this.
Not all superheroes wear capes. Some teach pen illustration in weekend workshops also. Don't you think being a teacher is a superpower, guys? What do you think? I think the greatest superpower one can have is the ability to teach.
Let's add this slightly bent curved lines here. So the slightly bent curved lines here, because we are shading this.
There's this saying that most of these superheroes have red cloaks, like even Doctor Strange, Thor,
Superman.
they have red cloaks because one is of course visibility. They want to be seen, visibility. In the show, the boys, they say the boys is a show and spoof of superheroes. They say that all these superheroes carry their cloak with them in red so that they can have the red carpet with them every time they go. They carry their red carpet with them.
But it doesn't help with stealth. If you're after stealth, this does not help.
I think a cape is not even very practical. It will just keep on coming in between unless it's Doctor Strange's cape.
Intelligent cape. Just use these slightly bent curved lines to shade. We're just doing a little bit of shading on this. Yesterday I told you, explained to you the basics of shading with pen versus shading with that of a pencil, and you know how shading with pen versus shading with pencil, and how you can just use strokes to express. We're doing this. You can even add one more additional layer of this, and this will become, it's called cross hatching. So just one layer, and then you're just adding one more additional layer to this. Just slightly change the angle of your lines and just repeat. See this? Don't make your lines fully straight, just keep it slightly bent, because that will just help create this very beautiful impression. Let's add some details along the clothing here. So just putting a lot of lines very close together so that I can get this dark effect here. See this? Same thing for this. You can just add a lot of lines like this, of course. Then it just form a nice dark look. Similarly, for the belt, you can draw a couple of horizontal lines. See, we're just using pens to shade, but we are changing the direction according to how this goes. The whole concept behind pen shading is simple. You draw with strokes instead of shading. You draw with strokes, and each stroke you assign it a particular direction. You make it consistent to a particular direction. How do you decide the direction? Well, that depends on factors like what is it that you're trying to show. Are you trying to create a texture, or are you trying to create just a shading, or see here I'm just doing diagonal shading for this cloth, the dark region of the cloth. Are you drawing the texture? Are you drawing shading, or are you adding value? Let's add this little bit of lines for this and these cracks along the hammer. And there's your drawing. You can just erase this. You have it. Just slightly erase this and you have it. As you can see, I'm ignoring the skin tones because I don't want to oversaturate the drawing. One of the worst things that you can do to your drawing is over darkening, oversaturating it. Like when we draw, we are excited on a shade, so we shade the skin, we shade the clothes, we shade the hair, and then nothing is left. There you go, my friends. Now you have your path to Valhalla ready. Let's sign. You can sign with your name or your superhero name. And there you go. Here's your drawing. Let's have a look at your work.
Come on, guys, time to unmute and show. Oh, wow. Anushka, look at Anushka. It's already looking extremely beautiful. Show, guys. We are waiting for you to turn on your cameras. Show. Great job, Supreet. All of you are, and in fact, I just realized while drawing this could be Wonder Woman as well.
Yes.
Just take the hammer out of her hand. She could be an Athena.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much, sir, for this.
Show, boo. Show, guys. Show us your drawings. Wow, Harita, Anushka, Paramita, comment in ILI. I love it if you love it. I absolutely love it for sure. What about you guys? Do you guys love it? Come on, guys. Share right ILI.
Look at Yashvi Kapoor's. Wow, man. This is awesome.
All of you have done it. That's lovely.
Awesome.
This was, in fact, one of our toughest classes. And if you can go through this, the rest is a small.
I want you all to turn in gallery mode. If you want to see your drawings, turn it in gallery mode. Yes, you can see all of your drawings if you view now in gallery mode or in speaker mode. Awesome.
Wow, Paramita, Harita,
Monisha, Ashutosh.
Okay, now tell me one thing, guys. Which day did you enjoy more? Prakriti, beautiful. Day 1 or day 2? Which day was your favorite? Day 1, and that depends on your personality. Day 1, day 2. Very depending. Day 2. The correct answer is neither of the days. The day that is going to be your favorite is the day that is coming. Because from now onwards, you are all going to draw, right? No, after you have done this, you've got far. Ab supposedly you have to lose 5 kilos. 2 kilos mein thodi na stop karoge. So you don't stop now. You keep making more great art. How? Of course, the first step is to, the easiest step is to take our playlist and, keep on drawing for infinity. The second step you can do is go to our YouTube. Some tutorials are still free. You can keep on looking for there. And the third tip is to be a part of our community. I will be sharing the link for that same. So do not worry, a lot of things are happening. So, okay, I have to make a couple of announcements. So the art competition is, I have, because some of you wanted to have some time and you people wanted to, take some time off to draw it. You are absolutely allowed to, go and take your time. We will be announcing 2 winners, not just one. So there were a lot of, and this is the batch that has drawn the most. I cannot tell you how impressed I was with the number of drawings that you people have ended up drawing. So instead of one winner I'm going to announce today. And the second winner I will be announcing in the group on Wednesday. So you have all times to draw your ships, etc. So many of you were telling me I didn't get the Zen guide and all. This is a chance for you to do it, because the person who wins will not only get the free workshop for the next week, they'll also get all the guides for free. Okay. Now the winner is, let me see if the winner is in this class. She is there. The winner is Sonali, because Sonali had made that ship in a different way. She added some lines to it. She added a hint to it, and it was beautiful. She did not just limit to the ship that I asked her to draw, but she drew other ships as well. Sonali, are you there, dear? I think she is. Congratulations, Sonali.
Yes.
I'll be adding with you. It was a beautiful one. Can you turn on your camera and show them the ship you made?
Congratulations, Sonali.
Thank you.
You want to show them the ship you made? What has got you there? Apart from this, there were so many people who have done well. I was thinking Shilpa ka ship to look like a professional vessel in Game of Thrones. Look at this, guys. Don't you think she deserves it? This was a well-deserving, right? Take a screenshot, Niranjan. So beautiful, guys.
Beautiful.
Right? Beautiful. So you, all of you, I want all of you to participate also and get and create things like this. Anjali, all of you, you can try and get this. Okay. Chalo. Now this workshop is open for you all people to ask your questions, ask your doubts. Tell us how it went. If you like something about us, tell others. If you do not like something about us, tell us. We are here to learn and grow. ऐसे ही थोड़ी ना 42 workshops कर लेते. It has been because of feedback. So this is your time, guys. I'm going to stop recording right now, so you can take up some of the questions.